Penetration testing, often referred to as pen testing or ethical hacking, is a methodical and controlled security assessment technique used to identify vulnerabilities and assess the security of computer systems, networks, applications, or other IT infrastructure components. Unlike vulnerability assessments that focus on identifying weaknesses, penetration testing goes a step further by simulating real-world attacks to evaluate the effectiveness of security controls and determine if unauthorized access or compromise is possible. The primary goals of penetration testing include identifying vulnerabilities and weaknesses. Penetration testing aims to uncover potential vulnerabilities, misconfigurations, or security weaknesses that could be exploited by attackers. This includes identifying both known and unknown vulnerabilities. Evaluating security controls. Penetration testing assesses the effectiveness of security measures, such as firewalls, intrusion detection systems, access controls, and encryption, to determine if they can withstand attacks and prevent unauthorized access. Demonstrating impact and potential risks. Penetration testing helps demonstrate the impact of successful attacks and the potential risks associated with identified vulnerabilities. This provides organizations with tangible evidence of the consequences of security breaches. Providing recommendations for improvement. Penetration testing delivers actionable recommendations and guidance for enhancing security controls, mitigating vulnerabilities, and improving overall security posture. These recommendations are typically prioritized based on risk severity. The penetration testing process typically follows these key steps. Planning and scope definition, defining the objectives, scope, and rules of engagement for the penetration test. This includes identifying the systems, networks, or applications to be tested, and clarifying any restrictions or limitations. Reconnaissance, gathering information about the target environment, such as IP addresses, domain names, network infrastructure, and system configurations. This step aims to simulate the information that an attacker could gather before launching an attack. Vulnerability scanning and enumeration, using automated tools and manual techniques to identify potential vulnerabilities, open ports, and services running on target systems. This helps identify possible entry points for exploitation. Exploitation, attempting to exploit identified vulnerabilities or weaknesses in a controlled and safe manner. This may involve various techniques, such as password cracking, social engineering, network attacks, or application-level attacks. Privilege escalation. If successful, the penetration tester may attempt to escalate their privileges within the target system or network. This simulates the actions an attacker might take to gain deeper access and control. Post-exploitation. Once inside the system, the penetration tester may perform further activities to maintain persistence, gather additional information, or access sensitive data. Reporting, documenting the findings, including the identified vulnerabilities, successful exploits, potential risks, and recommendations for remediation. The report typically includes technical details, severity ratings, and actionable steps to address the identified issues. Penetration testing should be performed by trained and experienced professionals who follow ethical guidelines and adhere to legal requirements. Organizations may have internal teams dedicated to conducting penetration testing, or they may engage third-party security providers specializing in ethical hacking. By conducting regular penetration tests, organizations can proactively identify and address vulnerabilities, assess their security posture, and validate the effectiveness of their security controls. It helps organizations better understand their risk exposure, improve incident response capabilities, and enhance overall security readiness. Thanks for watching this video. If you like the content of this video, like the video, share it with your friends, near and dear ones. Do let me know your comments and subscribe to my channel at cyberprofessional123.